Wonder if I can combine those two videos together. Okay, how long is this stream gonna last? Oh, no. Cancel? No. What? Okay. Anyways, I was resolving power issues, I guess. I guess that's something I'm doing. Oh, wait. Alright, 170. What? Okay.
We are the keepers.
You are? Okay. Let me see here. Oh. All right, 90. $140. Do. 125. I need to go even lower than that. 105. Meh. Boy, 115 sure is unattainable. There we are. There's 115. Is that better, Chachi? Is it more readable?
We are united.
What the? Oh. Na, 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 na. Oh. Oh, okay then. I just had to activate that. What? There we go. Now we can go down there. Ugh. There we are. Now I'm not taking a swim. Balls.
Enzium waste has now been awakened. Can it be true? Could this really have gone as I planned? You have kept the mission. Now the gateway in the swan will open, and you can prepare for the assembly. Go.
Wow. I will not go.
We were told to joyfully anticipate the arrival. Tanner and 2 others arrived, and we were joyful beyond measure. They were powerful. We obeyed. They knew so much, but they were not patient with us, not kind as we were. We were not used to force. We were peaceful.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we were peaceful, but we were not weak. It troubled us to serve someone as though they were greater than us. We were taught that all were equal. And then, suddenly, Martha killed one of them. Oh, that moment is burned in my mind. Quiet Martha.
It's the quiet
She
ones.
could not talk about why. That day, nothing was ever the same. Turner and the other arrivals also changed.
We understand.
They took Martha and panic engulfed the realms. There was blood. There was death. It was... I have no words for it. Only 12 keepers remained.
Wow.
Of the arrivals, only Turner remained.
Oh, we done? Okay. Depression. Thank you. I needed that. Okay.
We all knew the arrival. It was foretold. We waited and kept hoping we would experience it.
So, this room is now unlocked.
Tanner was afraid, I suppose. He became our master and ruled us with a heavy hand. We learned about masters and their weapons. We were subdued and lost. And Turner, rather than intent on the assembly and completing the mission, became intoxicated with this power. Our angry god. He would command and we would comply or die. His every need. Only one of the arrivals could prepare for the assembly. Our mission was in peril. resting in Turner's distracted hands. I lost hope.
I see. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm in a ball.
And then a plan came to me. An ingenious plan. I refined it for many weeks. I became close to Turner to use him. I made a wall in my mind for my own sanity, befriending the monster for the greater good. I learned much. I wept much. So, after many weeks, I told my comrade Jacques the truth that I had learned. I knew he would be afraid. He provoked the others, and they all lashed out at me. I convinced Turner to use his weapons to force them into the deep sleep. I told Turner we could wake new ones from the threshold, and I would mentor them to be more compliant as his servants. I gained Turner's praise with this idea. He and his trust. Right up until I sedated him and placed him in the threshold as well. And so I was alone, keeping and preparing. Not for days or weeks or even months, but for years. Everyone was gone. The embrace could only be awakened, the assembly could only occur, only with the power of an arriver. But now Turner was in the deep sleep. And you will learn the truth now. The truth of sleep, the truth of the mission, the truth of keeping, and the truth of Turner, our assembling and ending. The threshold keeps the keepers. The cycle of keepers. Blank new keepers to be mentored. The 7-year cycle. But I will not go to sleep. I will keep my memories. I will not forget.
Trying to read those. System override 100%. Huh? I went snaking off into off into the distance over there. Anyone recognize those faces? Atellus Inaugural Keepers, 1910. Frankenstein, the Red Book. LDTAGU. RRNCPH. There's 4 beds, huh? And a tea station. Externally locked. Externally locked. Okay. Guess we're gonna have to go don the suit. On and off. We're in space, yo!
Now, you have experienced the revelation that I had. The grand realms I thought were everything are nothing but firmament, structures. But yet, they held everything dear to me, except my own memories. I have kept those.
Balls. Glitter, yo! Oh. Oh, we got some broken meshes up there. Although I do wonder what these sparkly things are. I'm surprised with such massive solar sails that none of them have been, you know, perforated by meteorites and microasteroids. Nope. Sparkles. What the? What's that out there? I don't think I've seen that before. Huh. Unlock.
Can you imagine the first time I saw such a sight? I cannot describe what happened to my body. I did not think Tanner would lie, but there's no preparation to face what one has never contemplated, never imagined. I was distraught and opened and offended and freed. I do not have words to describe to you. And now, I've returned here many times. And still, I do not know where the firmament ends. Can we ever?
Supposedly have a cavitation hammer. But I'm pressing it and nothing's happening. Where was this? Do. Yeah, now I'm not seeing the floating object. There it is. Okay, so it's at the beginning of the elevator. I'm in space. Speaking of which, I'm surprised I'm not being burned alive by the sun. I have to wonder what this thing's propulsion drive looks like. Alright, so... Still not seeing this object. Right there. Okay, there it is. Weird. Alright, back inside. Had enough space. Stop. Externally locked. Open. 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 If I can... There we go. Nope. Close. Close. Pretty framey in here. Worry? Lock password. Gathering oxygen levels realm 02. Our jewels. Okay. I see. Oh, it's our Curie. 02? Or okay. I don't know. Condition. Excellent. O2 level. 54 grams. H2O level 34. Oh, 54% and 34%. Philadelphia Review. 2 cents. Philadelphia, Sunday, May 8th, 1910. Volume 67, number 22,121. Rain today, fair on Monday. The majestic starship Atellus embarks on a stellar odyssey. Firmament initiative ushers in a new era of human engineering and optimism. Paris, May 7th. In a dazzling display of human brilliance and determination, the colossal starship Atellus has torn from the bonds of Earth, marking the commencement of a pioneering voyage to safeguard humanity's future. The Firmament Initiative, a grand coalition spearheaded by esteemed visionaries such as Andrew Carnegie, Marie Curie, Nikola Tesla, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Jules Verne, and Karl Marx, seeks to propel mankind into a new epoch of cosmic exploration and preservation. Alternate universe. It's basically an ARG. Okay. Just checking my... The prodigious Atellus, a vessel unlike any other, is designed to traverse the celestial expanses on a multi-generational journey. After over a decade of monumental efforts, the so-called Great Lift triumphantly concluded using gargantuan rail rifles to thrust 16 million tons of indispensable cargo into the celestial abyss. Bearing the Greek name for incomplete, the Atellus was assembled and commissioned under the unyielding hope that future advancements will augment and perfect the vessel as it journeys through the cosmos. Hi, Maddox. We're reading on an alternate reality game here. Oh, let's see what this is. Gracefully. Oh. As it journeys through the cosmos, gracefully propelled by a sophisticated steam propulsion system and a massive sunlight sails, the starship Atellus is poised to advance the marvels of technological progress. Within the Atellus, the Keepers inhabit massive realms, carefully preserving the ship's cargo. Sequestered and protected, these individuals adhere to a strict regimen safeguarding their duty's integrity. The groundbreaking threshold sleep chambers sustain the Keeper's well-being, allowing extended periods of suspended restfulness. By the way, I don't think, this English is more modern than what 1910 would be saying, Sequestered and protected. The groundbreaking, okay. I guess sending, okay. The groundbreaking threshold sleep chambers sustain the Keeper's well-being, allowing extended periods of suspended restfulness. Newly awakened Keepers, having freshly renewed minds, and are re-mentored by experienced Keepers, ensuring a seamless transfer of expertise across generations. The Keeper's unwavering dedication is a testament to the Firmament Initiative's foresight, crucial to the Starship Atellus' mission success. The crew, a select group of skilled astronauts, will give their lives to maintain a watchful eye on the unknowing Keepers and the Atellus, stations in the ship's fore. Yeah, at that time, slang words didn't exist. No, well, they would be using different English than this in 1910. This is more modernized than what 1910 had. Stations in the ship's fore, they will be refreshed with new arriving members on rare occasions to ensure the mission's smooth progress. As the journey nears its end, a final crew, known as the Arrivers, is expected to join the mission. The Keeper's lore has been embedded to inform them of this final arrival, so the Keepers and crew can, at long last, join in preparing the Atellus for its ultimate destination, a magnificent and welcoming new Earth. Honestly, I think they just tried to go for, Alpha Centauri. Let us all join together in celebration of this historic event as we bear witness to the dawn of a new age of exploration and wonder. With the launch of the Starship Atellus, humanity takes its first step towards the stars, and we stand united, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Godspeed, Starship Atellus. May you carry us towards a brighter tomorrow. The Firmament Initiative unveils secrets of the Atellus' design and vision for his vision for a future. England embraces their new ruler. Indictment of Ohio officials. Brown's Democratic leader accused of paying bribes to elect Normer to Senate. Others held for perjury. More developments promised. Former railroad president indicted because of slush fund charges. Behold, the starship Atellus, a majestic marvel of human ingenuity, embarking on a boundless voyage across the cosmos with advanced steam propulsion, intricate solar sails, and a revolutionary threshold sleep chamber system, housing the valiant crew and keepers on their grand multi-generational odyssey. Oh, I see. So what we were really doing was compressing those balls into each other. We were basically preparing it for travel. Paris, May 7th. As the world marvels at the grand launch of the starship Atellus, we delve deeper into the astounding engineering feats and the brilliant minds that made this extraordinary journey possible. The Firmament initiative, a collaboration of and then success of its mission, its state-of-the-art propulsion system. Powered by the latest steam technology, allows the behemoth to traverse the vast expanse of space at previously unattainable speeds. Question. How did they get this picture? Management and waste recycling have been meticulously designed to support the life aboard the ship for the entirety of its voyage. Oof. FRMT. Firmament. Alright, we got 9-2, so gotta make sure that this is all read in order. 2100 and 2105, huh? Alright, let's try this one. So this is either February 9th, 1972, or September 2nd, 1972. Welcome to the Firmament Initiative, a multi-generational, multinational, privately funded endeavor designed to preserve and secure the future of humanity through interstellar exploration. Your participation, dedication, and service to this monumental mission is acknowledged and appreciated. Classified. Please note that due to the nature and duration of the mission, this information is exclusively for the crew's perusal. Keepers must remain segregated, concentrating on the preservation of the cargo without distraction. Basically the seed vault. Founders: Andrew Carnegie, Marie Curie, Karl Marx, Nikola Tesla, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Jules Verne. Starship Atellus. Background: Phase 1, The Great Lift. Phase 1 centered on sending crucial Earth-based elements, minerals, flora, and fauna into orbit. The founders utilized their considerable resources to launch massive projectiles into orbit using 12 colossal rail rifles, situated at various mountainous locations on Earth. Between 1895 and 1907, over 6,000 containers of cargo were transported into space, totaling more than 16 million tons, including technology for the assembly of the starship. In 1910, the mission commenced with the Atellus gradually accelerating towards a nearby star system via rudimentary steam propulsion and solar sails. The augmentation of Phase 2. The Atellus initially possessed very limited acceleration capabilities. The mission's design relied on future advancements in space technology to enhance the starship during its journey. The founders correctly anticipated that future technology would be able to catch up with and upgrade the Atellus, potentially redirecting it to a different star system if a more suitable one was discovered. The timing and frequency of such augmentations were uncertain, but attachment and docking ports were incorporated in anticipation. The embrace and the arrival of Phase 3. Yeah, the starship Atellus features an artificial gravity generated by the vessel's rotation. To create the required gravity, cargo realms are positioned further from the center of rotation, resulting in a structurally weaker vessel susceptible to stress during intense acceleration. Consequently, the ship was also designed to retract and secure the cargo realms during periods of high acceleration. It was expected that this would only be necessary deceleration for arrival or for a final upgrade providing unanticipated thrust. Next one. The Keepers were prepared for these events with a narrative combining the arrival of trained personnel required to engage the embrace and the actual arrival of the starship Atellus at its final destination. Personnel, the Keepers, acknowledging that a journey to even the closest star system would take centuries or millennia. The founders designed the ship's maintenance to be performed by Keepers. Keepers reside in large cargo realms, rotating in and out of sleep chambers that enabled them to live for the mission's entire duration. I wonder how. The sleep process gradually purges memories, starting from the most recent. As a result, Keepers are limited to a maximum sleep duration of 12 years before being awakened and retrained. Okay, but what about their bodies? Mentors facilitate the retraining process by passing on their knowledge and preparing for sleep. To minimize social complications among Keepers, a tightly controlled and rigorously managed protocol was established. Keepers are not informed about the mission's nature and are instead taught that they existed within the 3 small realms, comprising their entire universe. Well, that was a mistake. Questioning was discouraged, and all necessary answers were provided through strict cultural indoctrination. Thank you, Karl Marx. Very cool. The crew. A small group of trained astronauts is accommodated by the ship's 4. The crew's primary responsibility is to remotely monitor the Keepers and ensure the smooth operation of the mission during launch and to approximately 1 year. During launch and subsequent upgrades. The crew has access to threshold suspension chambers, but their usage is limited to approximately 1 year. Suspension periods exceeding 2 years pose memory loss risks, which could compromise the crew's effectiveness. Consequently, the crew members are expected to live out their lives in support of the mission. It is of utmost importance that the crew remains separated from the Keepers to prevent interference with the Keepers' strictly dictated culture. The only exception to this segregation is the Arrivers. The Arrivers. As the mission progresses, it is anticipated that the frequency of upgrades will increase due to advancements in space travel engines and speeds. The final stages of the mission will likely occur rapidly, necessitating the arrival of a final crew known as the Arrivers. The Keeper's lore predicts the arrival of this group, who will require access to the realms to prepare the ship for acceleration-deceleration. Only members of the crew, specifically the Arrivers, are authorized to prepare the starship Atellus in this manner. Note: detailed information and specific procedures for all aspects of crew tasks and protocol can be found in volumes 1 through 22 of the Firmament Initiative Protocol and Procedure. Digital versions are available on Disk A2. End. So they're still using, I guess, floppy disk drives. Alright, what's this? Database search. Database crew name Turner. Format screen Detail terse. Multiple found. Select from Arnold S. Turner, Louis Dharma Turner, Maris D.T. Turner, Suizana Turner, Wiley Barr Turner, Exmoor. 2. Louis Dharma Turner. Employment history 2100 to 2105. Ensign Class C Nexus Protectorate Corporation Karachi Incorporated Division 2106 to 2115. Corporate Security Officer Firmament Industries Eastern Field Storage 2110 to 2117. Lieutenant Junior Grade Firmament Industries Incorporated Military Police Ensign Class C Space Force Division 2118 to present. Ensign Firmament Industries Incorporated Security and Amelioration Duty. Cruise ship Nicola. Salary draft to Telus Recon and Augment. Interesting. Carceral record. Carceration. 06-2105. Bias motivated offense level 2. 3 terms served. Okay, so this is June 2105. September 2109. Insubordination level 1. 2.4 terms served. February 2116. Misconduct level 3. 9 terms served. And December 2117, contract breach, level 4, 1 term served. This guy had a problem with management. Database logout. December 4th, the database logout print screen. And a book. I have no one to share my joy with, so I write. What wonders? Everything I had known has turned into nothing. My world has been replaced by truth, a word I scarcely knew existed until I realized I needed it. Upon discovering this truth of the Firmament Initiative, I now find myself privy to a new perspective and what Turner called freedom. Freedom? My entire reality. Have I ever pondered the existence of such a word or concept? What I once believed to be limited to the small realms I lived in is in fact a grander stage, encompassed by an infinite cosmos. What wonders? What wonders? I have been granted the privilege of gazing upon the stars, and as I do, I cannot help but feel this overwhelming sense of small. But this kind of small is a feeling of such joy. I am humble. I am inspired. My tiny world is a minuscule part of a thing called a universe. It is astonishing to think that... Actually, you know what? I totally didn't realize that there's no day-night cycles in the realms. They never thought to put a day-night cycle in the realms. To, you know, perpetuate the lie. It is astonishing to think that the entire mission, everything I've known and believed, was designed to protect our future and the future of all humans. As I learn more about this grand endeavor, I am filled with hope and excitement for the untold possibilities that lay before all of us. This is almost hard to believe or fathom, and yet my joy is dampened when I think about such a great deception that was considered necessary and done to me. Huh. That's the same object I was seeing. Okay. Okay. What we got here? R. Andrew. 03. R. Swan. 00. see. Okay. Sleeper pods. We all caught up now? Realm Embrace. Sequence complete. Balls. Also, those are massive steam engines. It's kind of amazing how this thing has it snapped in half. Nobody's in there. I guess it. I take it. Alright, so there's that door. Oh no.
Scanning.
Oh hi.
Biosignature confirmed. Turner, Louis Donald. Earth equivalent date 2231-3-17. The United Earth Space Agency sends its sincere gratitude and greetings, Ensign Turner. Mission protocol requiring your presence and approval is now satisfied. Thank you for your preparations to Firmament Starship Atlas. No further human intervention is required. All additional assembly, preparations, and flight control will be handled autonomously by me. Final full engine upgrades to Starship Atlas now commencing. Stand by for space folding and transport to the Tau Ceti system.
So if the Keepers were meant to maintain this, old engine upgrade in progress. Oh, over here.
I was never given a choice. The Firmament protected, restrained, and used us. You understand that now?
No, not the solar sails.
And I have not given you a choice. I placed you in the threshold 7 years ago. You slept and forgot. I sat alone and remembered. You woke up, I lied to you, and used you. You see how it feels? You arrived and pulled back the curtain of this monumental illusion for me. Now, I thought I knew so much, but you astonished me with how small my world was. And as you held my awe, my veneration in your hand, you closed your fist around us. We were like children, and you tore our small world apart. I have thought of this moment often as I waited. I wish I was alive now to see your face. There is a part of me that hopes you are enraged. Oh, it's not reasonable, I know. These violent thoughts never get us very far. You were our god. And then, you were our monster. Do you feel some kind of remorse now? Can there even be atonement without choice? It doesn't matter. At the very least, I used you to provide the way home for the keepers. My comrades, my family. But now, maybe you can do more than just the very least. One choice remains for you, and I will not beg a man such as you, but I will ask. Do something good with this second life you have been given. Remember the keepers, those you looked down on and mocked, those you erased. I forced you to travel their path, to learn their names, understand what they accomplished, miracles. And you, now you have become the most important keeper of all, the keeper of all these memories. You sit on the verge of the awaited destination. A new world, a new home. When you arrive, you can choose to tell the stories that only you now know. You can tell the tales of the keepers of this grand spaceship. How we worked so hard to save all of this, including even you. I do.
I do. What's up?
Starship Atlas has now been upgraded and is fold engine enabled. Prepare for acceleration and full jump to the Tau Ceti system. Any questions you may have will be answered upon arrival, which will occur in approximately 7.4 hours. New life awaits you and your fellow Atlas comrades on planet Firma. Thank you for your service to the Firmament Initiative, Ensign Turner.
And there you go. Unlike their previous games, the one didn't have much choice. Oh, it's only been an hour. So technically I finished this game in about 7 hours. And that's if you know what you're doing with all the puzzles. Yeah, too bad this isn't attached to the Mist universe. That would be awesome. Honestly, I kind of want to start abduction now. There's also ZED, but eh. I think ZED's much shorter than this game, I think. Honestly, it's like a walking simulator, if anything else. So there are only 12 keepers aboard that station now. There's only one crew left. That's Turner. In other words, thanks, Turner. You ruined everything. Yep. Pretty amazing that this was AI assisted. Did I loop? Nah. Eh. There's a chat box. There it is. There. It's quite a lot of credits. There you go. Thank you for playing. Do, 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 do. And that was it. Anyways. What's next on the list? This would have to be... I think I need to install it, though. Give me a second. Man, even earlier than that. Let's put it on... This will take a bit. Like 12 minutes. So I'll be right back in 12 minutes, I guess. Oh. No, it's even shorter than that. 2, 4, 5, 6 hours. Well, they did this game for 6 hours, huh? Man. Alright. Oh. Whip. Not sure. Let me search. Nope, haven't done abduction nor ZED. I think I'll do that too. For now, if you want to hop off, I will see you tomorrow with another game, I think. Well, obviously it's going to be abduction or ZED. For now, follow if you want to follow. I will be right back. Like 12 minutes. I gotta download this stuff. Oh, you know what? I know. Do a gauntlet run with a sea of radiation. Might as well. Do a run. 20 minutes. Yeah, there you go. Da, da. Oh. I need sound. There it is. Wait. No. This needs to be even quieter because of the guns. I unlocked the zombie fish. It's, I know it's a weird segue, but it's only because downloading. I'm downloading this, okay? It's gonna take a while. Upgrade this. Upgrade my head. Yeah, let's do that. Wasting points on health regen is not gonna do anything, so I think I'll do some division joints. Mm, yeah, maybe seagulls. But then again, I'll only get 2. I'll get some wings. I'll get some Red Bull. Okay, so I have a main and I have a sub weapon. How about we do Mantis Blade on... Yeah, Mantis Blade here, Mantis Blade there. Fin, Shark Fins, and Shark Fin. Okay, that'll do. Upgrade this. Vision joints. Yeah, let's do, okay. I'll have to save these for later. Or maybe I shouldn't. I know I'm gonna need, shark fins on main here. Yeah, that's... You know what? No. Not yet. Lightning Horn. That'll do. Yeah, I guess. I can replace the organ at least.
I got my ass. I have a zombie ass now. Division joint. I wonder if I can put a division joint on a division joint. That'd be hilarious. Shark fin. Nah. Yeah. That'll help with regen. See, I want, I want shotgun spores on this. Shotgun spores there, and our mantis blade there, I think. Mm-hmm. And display there. Ow. Oh. Get over here, you. Okay, so what would happen if I use the rotate joint on this one? I don't know. Ah. Wait, what? Lightning strike a random enemy within your radiation range. Oh, there it is. One second dizziness. Cooldown time of 2 seconds. Enjoy character cooldown time as a bonus. Or scatter spores. Okay, so that replaced it with another mantis blade. Interesting. Dive. Sure. Oh. Oh, I see. That is a wide stun range. There we go. Maybe I should put a replication joint on. Or division joint here. Wonder what would happen. Alright, I want ovaries there. Okay. Self-destruct. That would help. And another ovary. Shark bin first. None. Oh, okay. Guess he'll die. Ionic blades? Why not? No. Guess it's time to work on stats. Let's see here, what do we got? Radiation intensity. Let's do that. Gonna need it. Eh. Oh. And that's done. Lead thunder. Why not? Gap. Zap. Oh, that's a multi-up. Okay. Oh, goody. More radiation. Just what I need. Alright, physical damage. Ah, what's really needed. Zap. Seal nest. Sure. Okay. What? Alright. Well, that'll do it. Let's get ZED started. Okay. ZED. Wow. Really. ZED. ZED? ZED. Do. Oh. No, ZED. Oh, really? Part 3. Oh, yeah, and, it'll be... see, a radiation, too. There we go. There. Potentially finish the game. There we go. And now for kick. I wonder if kick even has ZED. Yep, that's what I thought. Oop. There, done. Good. Sure. Not sure why you need to. Okay. Do standard 90. There we go. Hello. Hi. Apparently they don't have windowless borders. New game. Cast iron line.
Memory is comprised of three aspects: encoding, storage, retrieval. Encoding, the acquisition of information. Storage, packing it piecemeal throughout the brain. Retrieval, accessing that information. Your father's problem? Retrieval. It's there, he just can't reach it.
Ah.
Is there anything we can do?
Some games have proven effective in preserving cognitive function, even untangling recollection, especially if there's a goal.
My father, he's an artist. He's making a picture book for my daughter, Charlotte.
Good, good. Now tell me, what are your most important memories?
Get this. He's fully
I actually have to tell you, family related. I'm pregnant. We're
Okay. That was narrative out of nowhere. Squeaky. Cheese. Real Dr. Seuss vibes over here. So, roilings in French Quartered. Cajun? Voodoo? Mick Jagger, huh? The past is a great place and I don't want to erase it or regret it, but I won't be able to be its prisoner either. Uh-huh. Hell's here. Oh, what? Okay, I guess I can only just open and close that. Sure. I can't grab the keys. Oh, okay. Guess that's the only note I can play with. Chapter 6.
What is this place? What are we doing here? The doctor said a game. The goal's the thing. Untangling recollection. It's important for Charlotte. It's important to accomplish something with our life.
Wait, where does this door go? I see. And I can't drag it. Many doors. Yes. Vanderman, thanks for subscribing on YouTube. I can't squeak this doll. Oh, all right. We must squeak all the dolls. Another one. Train. A Troiska doll. Wait, are those made out of bricks? Huh. Ooh.
How's this all supposed to work?
Ooh.
Work the problem. What's the goal? To create this picture book. Mm-hmm. So we need what? Enough pieces for coherence. So collect the fragments, untangle the memory, gather the memories, create the book for Charlotte.
The Dreamer? The Dreamer's diary journal? Rocket car. Okay, storyboards. Just another night of Peanuts in the world. Oh. Pages. Alright. Press J to open. Wee. First steps. This isn't a dream. More like memory soup. Delicious. Hope there's salt in it. There was a voice, a doctor. What did she say? Find the fragments, my most important memories, and set things straight. She called it a game. Alright, let's play. Zoop. Okay. There's that. I'm gonna guess. There we go. You okay? No more dolls? Oh, okay. That was a reference to the image right behind me.
Check it out! Peanut's got some talent. Never knew we had an artiste in our midst. Who's this character? Looks like a Zed. I write, you know. We should totally collaborate. Maybe like a comic?
That's when we met Mao. That's where we met Zed.
Yeah, okay. Oh, baseball bat. Okay. The Fountainhead. Never liked playing on teams much. More fun just playing catch with Mao, pitching ideas. Some of the stuff he come up with was way out of left field. Really hit on something with Zed though. I'll make it eventually, Maddox. Don't you worry. Slingshot. Yes. Slingomatic 2000. My 6th, no 7th birthday. Not a glass bottle within biking distance. Was safe after I got this bad boy. Thanks, Grandpa. Needless to say, Mom was not a fan. By the way, I have a legitimate 22 rifle, Hornet rifle, in front of me. That is not an apple pie. I'm not sure what monstrosity that is, but that is not an apple pie. Good God. Clean up after yourself. Radio. A happy medium. This thing weighs more than a fancy TV Rose brought by on one of our visits. Countless nights listening to Bart Bellwether's Voices from Beyond on KQDB. Beneath the sheets. If Ma knew, she would never let on. It's the same house, but without the pill container. Ooh. Squeaky. Saturn V. Yep. Whoop. The Fates. Are Decima and Morta really twins? Inside this thrilling issue. They tried to end the fear. Instead, they created havoc. Issue number 4. For 15 cents. The Fates drew a lot of inspiration from this series. Me and Mal would snag the latest issue from the Five and Dime like clockwork. The third Wednesday of the month. Sometimes we'd even pay for it. ZED the moose. Mo the other moose. Alright, where are we going? Out the door? Oh. Oh. It's following this image right here. Alright, you're in the corner. That much I know. No. There we go. Whee! Now, hopefully I got all the squeakums in out of my system.
Man, Miss Lanzo's class was great. Wish they could all be like that. Heinlein, Lovecraft, Tolkien. You said your art class was the same way. Who's that guy you mentioned? All those alien planets. Roger Dean? Say, you want to work on more ZED again? I got all these ideas. Cosmic, horror, comedy, romance. Oh, no shit. This summer's gonna be the best.
Trippy. Now there is no choice here. It's purely linear gameplay. Oh, okay. Oh, alright.
Ugh. As far as metaphors go, this one's a hole-in-one. Rancid remains of a self-centered life. as told by an idiot full of hot air signifying nothing. Brace of bad marriages, broken vows, kids we hardly know.
Okay. Not going to continue that thought? Yeesh. The Marvelous Mrs. Welk. My first and last pet before Rose. Wait, no, Ruthie, the dog. Jeez. My folks got me a goldfish to teach me a bit about life and death. Pretty messed up if you think about it, but it's better than being coy. High voltage. Oh boy, I should play with the switches.
Hey, I wonder how Ruthie's doing anyway. Never writes, never... Rose, come on. Ruthie was the dog. Our daughter's name is...
Ah, gotcha.
You... I deserve that.
Do not enter. No enter. So Maddox, you remember Fates? For 15 cents? Ah, private. Ruthie the dog. Make sure, yeah. Read that one. Ruthie's best. I'll never forget when Ruthie had a litter. After all, I was sober. Okay. Not all of them survived, of course, but it was a good lesson for Rose. Creation is a messy affair. Yeah, I watched Full Metal Alchemist. Creation is a messy affair. More privacy. They all float down here. Luftballon. Luftballon? Saw this in a movie. 3rd grade, I think, with Miss Klein. Too snowy for recess. This kid gets bullied over his red balloon. There wasn't any dialogue, but I'm pretty sure it was German. Now, what the hell was it called? This is a Velociraptor free and work environment. It has been over 1 trillion years since Jason's last incident. I'm not seeing any dolls. Well, it's over here. Either or. Turn on all the lights. Okay. There's number 3. Alright, back down. Each stack emits a different type of discharge. $157, huh? Ah, there's number 4. Mental Gymnasium. You find inspiration in the most unusual places. On Sundays after church, we'd ride our bikes to the edge of town and play army. I don't know what they used to make there, and I never thought to ask. Oop. That is a dislodge grate into a brick wall. Oh, hey. D20, anyone? D20. Hi, Brute. How you doing? Even the toughest can sneak around in ZED. Oh, re-exploring ZED. This was a independent project by Cyan. They had a hand in this indie game. Drawing contest. I think this was like this. Nope. Now it goes there. There we go. Whoop. Next area.
Here's my idea for the comic. ZED can be about anything we want it to be. One story, he's this loser superhero. Next, he's on ancient Mars. Then, he's fighting radioactive cannibals. Post-World War III. Get this. He's fully aware the whole time. Knows none of these places is home. He's lost in the multiverse, trying to find the story he fits in. Miss Lansdale said it's very meta. No, I don't know what that means either.
Yo, we discussing, oh, what? There's no more squeakrooms? Darn. Huh. It's more of a walking simulator with a puzzle game attached to it. Well, Well, not exactly a walking simulator, it's more like a linear story. Chapter 5, A Faraway Place.
Where are we? Our neighborhood. Same place we live now. Looks different somehow. Sure, we're slipping into the representational.
We're
Here
slipping.
we are, knee-deep in the creative wellspring. Dig in, the water's great. I'll go first. Fishing? Night crawlers? Second base, behind the bleachers with Pacey Walker. Sleepovers? Staying up for the creature feature? Halloween.
Halloweeny.
We had stories for everything. The renters next door? Daytime vampires. Bigfoot peeking in people's windows at night. Albino alligators in the sewers. Roaming packs of psychic tigers. Boring town? Nothing to do? Just add imagination.
Just add imagination. That's like a Japanese mask. Second skin. You're not fooling anyone. Can't hide who you really are. Most important note. What's up, dude? A wooden sword in the stone. Excalibur. Sooner or later, it hits you. And you just know, there's something rotten in Denmark, where the fate of the kingdom's been left up to a rock. Which makes about as much sense as, well, ladies living in lakes. So basically, this is a guy, I guess, experiencing dementia, and he's exploring his own memories in a backwards pace. If that makes sense. Is that the door I came from? Maybe? I don't know. Bricks! With a knife, plastic knife in it. Generic mills. Goodness and fruit flavored corn bricks. Now flavor blasted with mortar. Makes you strong with essential minerals. That sounds healthy. Bear puppet. Clever costume. That is a giant bricks box. I got my fair share of flaws, but you can't deny I work well under pressure. Nothing like a last-minute invite to a costume party with girls to get those creative juices flowing. If I could basically explain this game in one sentence, it would be a trip down memory lane. Nostalgia of the game. Schnoz. Groucho Vision. Do I wish I'd done things differently? You bet your life I do. Is that over here? Yeah. Am I missing one? More than likely. I'm missing a squeaker. Alright, there's you. So, what I'm trying to get... Down the loo, flushed some toilets, found all hidden stuffies. Never did that. And I didn't know you could activate the toilets. Alright, there's you. And then there's you. And I did a loop. Also, this is a very sequestered street. Doesn't even make any sense. I don't know, let's check the base of trees. Ugh. They could also be up in the trees. Who knows? No? Okay. I guess there are only 3 in this map. Alright. I guess I'll continue on then. Yeah? No. If I start searching anymore, I'll go crazy. I'm gonna guess you're the middle. No, you'd be... corner? Oh wait, okay. There's that, and then... there we go. Do... Have you lost your mind?
Summer's almost over. Barely a week left. How many pages you draw for ZED? Well, think of all the cool stuff we've done. Exploring the sewers last week was awesome. Tunnel rats! So, how do you want to spend the rest of it? More art? Or more adventures? Yeah, I can't friggin' decide either.
Productivity took a back seat. We had a summer to remember. Experiences to draw from. Oh, sure. All those blank pages were completely justified. I think if we'd had ZED further along before Plimco got their hooks into it. Ideas need time to incubate. Art needs experience.
And who is Plimco?
You folks coming to the art show? You're a cinch to win. Unless you're, putting the finishing touches on something. A few of us are gonna hit the pumpkin patch later. Those orange bastards aren't gonna smash themselves.
I rescue you and squeak you. A baseball bat. The Chicago Pounder. Pumpkin Pounder. What does the sculptor see in a piece of wood? The painter on an empty canvas? Art's a little like anarchy. All you need is a healthy ego and a little elbow grease. All that and the right tool for the job. Are you anarchistic, Maddox? Before I continue on. Any more? Probably not.
There's something about pumpkins. Those grooves, those curves.
Those textures.
So pure, pert and plump.
Okay.
Pleasurable.
Alright.
You're creeping me out. Take the good with the bad. Such as Hall Patrol, Extra Recess. Mr. Lentz gave us a gold star for creativity. even if it is a comic book. Yeah, and the bad? Sooner or later, we gotta face facts. Stop living in the past.
Furnace. Huh, interesting. Alright. Hang your hat. Keep a lid on it. Little League was a lot like puberty, an awkward, demoralizing affair. Must have been twice as tough on Mal. Kids are cool and merciless, while small-town adults aren't much better. Madame? Give it a squeak or two. Art show runner-up. Booby prize. Winners get trophies, which, what, makes the rest of us losers? Anyway, I didn't let it stop me. Lord knows I didn't let much of anything stand in my way when it came to my career. I'm being attacked by a leaf. Eh? Sandy's. Pirate's booty. Me and Mao swore we'd get serious about working on ZED. Instead, we spent half the summer beachcombing, convinced we were going to be rich. Bobby Holt said he'd give me a real dollar to eat one, but all I earned was a trip to the ER. That's a nice corner bath. Maybe floating boxes, yo. Nondescript city. Or town. Alright, where are we going? Going over here. I might as well. this here. Move that there. Oh, I can't climb it? Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Okay. Moving on then. Wee.
This place still gives me the creeps. Think that witch still lives here? Just 'cause she's old doesn't make her She's a witch. Everyone said so, even Mal. I don't know. Remember our bike hitting the ice cream truck?
Jeez.
Everyone took off, even Mal, but she came out to help. Even got us a choco bomb. Her hands were soft, like tissue paper. Wait. You had a crush on the neighborhood necromancer. What? No, she just does explain the pumpkin thing.
Caught him there. Choco bomb. Chocolatey. Chocolatey. Oh my god. Chocolatey delicious. And arguably nutritious. Choco bombs. Choco bombs. Choosy moms choose choco bombs. I may have a little bit of dyslexia. Oh, mortar pestle. Woo. It's a mortar without the pestle. Strange brew. I'm not a witch, I'm a warlock. But Dad wasn't having it, so no tricks, no treats. He was the kind of guy who'd be in front row to watch them burn the heretics, if they still did that kind of thing. So incredibly religious? Oh, squeakums. Oh, squeakums. Oh man, they're gonna be blended in here? Shit. Tasty brand milk. We promise it's tastier or your money back. 1/2 gallon of milky goodness. Have you seen me? Missing since October 1968, Cleveland, Ohio, 12 years old. 5/55/1609. Utter loss. Nothing beats starting each day with a heaping bowl of cautionary tragedy. After Kip Weber went missing, we weren't allowed out past dark for like ever. None of us took it seriously, but we were just kids. Keep you chillax in there. Oh. Teeth. Dentures. Ursat's choppers. Not a lot I got from my old man, but that's worth being proud of. But at least I'll go to my grave with a big, brilliant set of all-natural teeth. Natural. Sure. Be a lamp, or a lifeboat, or a ladder. Anything you can imagine, you can do. Teaching drawing, or technical drawing. I think that was here, that was there. Oh. Okay. Hey yo, I made him into a stubby midget.
Hey, it's Mal. You'll never believe this. After cutting us out of merchandise for the character we made as kids, after kicking us out of our own comic, replacing us with hacks, and that drawn-out court case that amounted to nothing, after basically blacklisting us from the comic industry, after canceling the comic, Plimco Comics just optioned the movie rights to Halbert Atwell. I never should have signed that contract.
Keep it independent. That's all I gotta say about that. The Forest of Uncertainty. Oh, okay. Going this way. A terrible gale.
Seriously? Mom. She'd sing this at bedtime. So much for subtlety.
Okay. I'll just pick all these up. Because they are squeakers. Through the window. Mal, after lunch, will you go finish the story about the gingerbread princess and the three blind moose? Please? When you tell it, it's like I'm really there. I can't wait to hear how it ends. Picasso. Here, Picasso. Want another bite of grilled cheese? No? Okay, I'll finish it then. That's what I like about you. You're so unselfish and always stick up for your friends. Frida. Great idea, Frida. But shh, don't tell Mom. We'll sneak out into the pumpkin patch after dark and hunt for hobgoblins. Bet I'll catch more than you this time. Avery. What are you painting now, Avery? It's so pretty. More colors than a rainbow. When I grow up, I hope I'm as good as
at making stuff as you are, maybe I'll be a famous artist. I see. Yeah, there. Through the window. Nothing else? Okay, there we go.
An early instance of lifelong, insatiable curiosity. Grandpa's cellar. Not the place, what it stood for. Off limits. Where we saw some side of him we weren't supposed to see. A stash of girly mags does not a mystery make. He cursed, he drank, he spit, he smoked. Same as any grandfather, generationally speaking. And is it any wonder he made such an impression? You just didn't care what was behind the covers.
Neck Laniels. Tennessee whiskey. Oh, too bad the liquid doesn't slosh around. 40% volume of alcohol. Hidden hooch. This takes me back to the river rats. Trying to catch 40 minks under the outer canopy of a PBR 31. Growing up, booze tasted like bitter medicine. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. Look-see. Anna Endel, page 77. Kara Hendrick, exclusive, page 101. Some mommy milkers right there. Medal of Valor, huh? Granddad's lad bags. Rosie thinks it's hilarious that I'm still listening to records. Says I'm missing out on the little details. Thinks it's quaint. Maybe so, but some things are best left to the imagination. True metal. After Grandpa hit his limit, I'd root through all his World War stuff. It was just like when Decima and Morta fought the Nazis. But even better. It was real. The danger was cool. Boyhood is bliss. The National Railroad Passenger Corporation. Edward M. Malone, 1921 Irwin Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio. A train ticket. NRPC, January 13th. Huh. They never actually used that timestamp up above. They just stamped it. 2:20 to 7:15. Ticket to ride. One-way tickets are a double-edged sword. Scary and exhilarating. Excited at the prospect of something new. Terrified you won't like it. But committed, after all. Life only runs in one direction. Also, he smoked a lot. Okay, so those are cans of tobacco. That's what those are. Ah, there you are. Got all four. Sitting on a ladder. Okay, so you're up top. Okay, so now you're in the corner. No? Okay, I got it.
There's something sad about train stations. Almost. Yeah, tell me about it. Stately opulence, majestic grandeur, the triumph of romanticism over imagination. I mean, you'd think mankind's artistic ambition peaked with Art Deco. And it felt hollow, getting shipped off to Grandpa's. But it's also where Mom and Dad met us, to go back home. Okay then, zero sum. Waste of time, waste of space, moving on.
Zero sumo. How do you back out of here, though? Boy, howdy. Had to go all the way down here. Oh, great. Now I gotta check all the seats. Ah, lost your mind, guy. I've only been on a train once in my entire life. I mean an actual train and not a miniature railroad like on Disney World. Or a monorail. Conductor. Conduct yourself. Conductor's cap. I started spending summers with Grandpa and Shonda after things got bad with Dad. Mom would say the train was taking me off to the land of make-believe. But it was really just going south, to Florida. Wow. Alright then. Squeaky. Alright. Go all the way back.
And all the way back down. And all the way back. Unless there was a plushie here. Which I doubt there is. And unfortunately, the United States is not known for their railroads. Especially passenger rail. Oh, we're loading something. Be stuttering. A train whistle. See, at least I know what this is. Wooden whistle. I'll never forget the sound of Rosie's laughter when we took her first train run. Seeing her face all lit up like that whet my appetite for adventure all over again. An indelible reminder of young awe and wonder. Anyways, that wooden whistle replicated the sound of a steam engine's whistle. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Man, this music is trippy. Like I'm being scrubbed. Conductor Bear. Fuzzy Buddy. Unpacking your personal baggage is lonely business. Never hurts to have a friend to help. I must find the final plushie. Yeah, it's probably on that last train car. Over here. There you are. Luggage case. Yep. Traveling trunk. Before all the androids and archmages, it was Blackbeard and Tom Sawyer. In search of adventure, no responsibilities, no attachments. Just the shirt on your back. Just a hobo. A stick in a bag. Devastate Zoo. Yeah, I got all of them. Moving on.
Hey, it's Mal. Principal photography on the ZED movie starts next week. Weird to hear, huh? Especially not to be involved. They contact you to advise? You'd let me know, right? Somebody, can't say who, snuck me a script. There's a few good lines. They kept the framework. There's still plenty that can go wrong, I hear. That's me, always looking on the bright side. Still rooting for Zed, though. Can't help it.
Have ya lost your mind?
So, let's face the music. Should have been there. Boy needs a father. We were preoccupied. And judging from the way things turned out, we're no better at being a dad than Dad.
All right. Well. Sometimes you just gotta look at yourself and realize how you've been raised. World's worst dad. Yay. Parentheticals. Should've, would've, could've, did it. You didn't. We still got our plushies, though. Bottoms up. High spirits. Here's to you, Mal, and whatever makes you merry. You deserve better, old friend. Oh yeah. We're gonna get into some depression shit. Least likely to care. For A for ambivalence. Bliss is ignorance. Ignorance bliss. But if no one knows, who gives a whit? Eve alone, 10th grade. Most unfaithful. Hello, talk. Tell me the truth, goddammit. I don't know what to say. The truth. I'm sorry.
Eddie, can you hear me? Can't you recognize the car? John's toy truck. It's right in front of you. Just look! Eddie, I'm here. John is with me.
We never got to know him. Now, let's face it, we never really knew her either.
Ooh. Alright. Well, it's over here. Eh. Give it a squeak for old time's sake. And swap. Now, as this is a darkened hallway, not sure if there's any more plushies. On that note, 60 miles per hour down that road? Goddamn. Okay, I think there's only 3 here. Maybe. I'm not seeing any more plushies. I know I activated that one at least. Oof. Alright. Oh, we're tiny now.
The reunion tour rolls on. Knew we'd get here sooner or later. Here lies Thamer Malone, born February 2nd, 1930. Left the building March 1975. A mostly meaningless life, cut short by ignominious end. No points for style or creativity. Philanderer, deadbeat, drunk. Can't say we're not a stickler for family tradition. Have some respect. Hit a nerve? Something to say on his behalf? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Read it, holders.
Look, no eggs, no omelets, right? Hello? Anyone? Anyone else in here? The silent treatment? Seriously? Huh. Hold up. Do we hate each other? Name one artist who's not full of self-loathing. You know we need to work together to survive. Of course I do. I'm the practical one.
That is a broom without a handle. Pills here. Ooh, sleeping pills. Do not exceed. Ah. And a razor. Slumber party. Not surprisingly, most sleepovers were at Mal's place. His dad would pick up takeout and root beer, and some of the regular variety for himself. Up all night, hopped up on comics and board games. Happy days. Splitting hairs. At the mirror with Dad, standing side by side, one of the good memories. Don't go against the grain unless you're sure you know what you're doing. Old man was right. Every risk is better with a little calculation. Dog collar. Cinch to win. Dad was never a particularly meaty guy, but he lost a lot of weight toward the end. Like father, like son. Sometimes the hunger just leaves you, even when there's food on the table. Oh, wonderful. At least it was made in Japan. Glock 17. 9 mil. Father's Little Helper. According to recently released national research statistics, legally purchased firearms are used in nearly half of suicides in North America, with a number of attempts reaching record highs in the past 5 years. That's useful information to know. I need some extra squeaks here. All right. Okay.
Hey, it's Mal. Reviews are out, my friend. A lifeless, soulless husk of a Summerfell. Poorly conceived and badly executed. No purpose beyond thoroughly detailing the bottom of the barrel. It's not just the critics. I showed up opening night to an empty house. Whole 90 minutes just reeked of nobody caring. I swear, Zed's farther away from finding his place in the metaverse than ever. And I don't know about you, but I ain't seen a dime. I tried doing some Zed sketches at a convention to pay the bills. And guess what? Plimco threatened to sue. Let me ask you, where was that erstwhile protection of the character when that movie got made?
Oh, okay. In front of me. Wow. We're going down. Healing feelings.
You can't go home again. Unless it's up for sale, I guess. Tacky decor. Should fix that one if we get the chance. Wonder if this is before or after the divorce. Probably both. And these toys, think they're Rosie's the boys? Probably both. What a mess. I'm never much for putting things in order, inside or out. Never much of anything other than the work. Sleeping late, out in the studio till dawn. I'd have divorced me. Let's not forget the drinking. Drinking and the occasional dalliance. Not much of a role model, huh? What did Burroughs say? Anyone who hasn't made mistakes and paid for them, they don't know the score.
Do like me. Doesn't matter where you stand. Huh. That's a face. Just a classic alarm clock. 5 more minutes. Quit procrastinating. Zed is waiting. Time to go. Divorce agreement. The High Court of Justice. Principal Registry of the Family Division. Parting papers. Guest lecturing at some art academy. Spunky redhead, front and center. The instructor seduces his student. Or was it the other way around? Either way, you're a walking, talking cliche. Wow. Naked lunch. Somehow, even now, I still miss our stupid arguments about my studio's sanctity, about salad dressing, and the need for just a little goddamn silence. Jesus, Carolyn. I wish you were here to yell at me now. Surrender Dorothy? That would that read? Please no boil water. Uncontrollably. I can't turn off the stove. Interesting. You have a picture of a metal spoon. Okay. That's an interesting visual. Okay, so you can flush toilets. Eh. Flemco option Zed writes to H. Atwell in $48 million deal. 2 more shows to be canceled. Can reality serve as entertainment? Oh boy. You have no idea. The biggest stars dish out their hardest roles. Can video games be art? The debate continues. Bad news, Baird. Hollywood financier Albert Atwell has secured media rights to Plimco Comics' award-winning Zed. An eponymous live-action feature film is in the works, with an extensive merchandising rollout to follow. Live action. That's the problem. Ah, there you are. Hmm. I think I have everything in here. Well, that was easy. That's a thick freaking cable for a lamp.
Smell that? Graphite, eraser shavings, acrylic and oils, paint thinner. You're free associating. It's a shed, not a studio. Art is our struggle. Gardening's a chore. Which makes it, what, less worthwhile? Remember Mrs. Dalloway? Artists are God's gardeners. Ms. Dalloway taught Jim.
Maine, huh? Heh. Did he meet, I wonder if he met, I don't know. Maker of The Shining. Little Black Book. First steps in the creative process are pure chaos, and I love it. So many possibilities, nothing ventured. Failure isn't even an option. It's only when you start to actually create that things get complicated. Rabbit. Take it easy. Woothie's Wabbit. There may be a trick or two left in this old dog, but I wouldn't count on it. Considering the circumstances, I'm not sure whether it's better to beg or just roll over. Note to self, do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life, so long as someone's willing to pay you for, or at least put up with, it. Lead machine. First Mal, then Carolyn, then the bottle. You used to think you were so independent, but let's face it, everyone needs some propping up now and then. A change of pace. Yeah, I may have missed those. Bears. Uh... the arms are mismatched. There we go. Bears in tiny top hats. Wow. Okay, yeah, I got all four in here. Good.
Hey, it's Mal. I know you've got a lot going on. I just wanted to say, sorry about Carolyn. Heard about John. I've been leaving you these messages, and hell, you've got your own problems. Should probably move on, I guess. Not be bitter. Make something else. Find another medium, like you did. How are the hours? Bad as they say. You call me if and when you have time.
Generator. Well, that's about it for the night. I'll be getting this one. Then I'll head off for the night. Ooh, kaleidoscope.
Interesting. Huh. You thinking what I'm thinking? Oh, yeah. Leonard Landry III. Lenny the Lysurgeon, PhD, LSD. Vision quest, making art, seeing shows. Guy was a trip. Junior year certainly put things in perspective. Better than summer abroad. Couldn't ask for a better tour guide, though. Kind of crazy he's running for president.
Alright. That'll do it for the night. I guess it auto-saves. So, I will see you tomorrow with more ZED. And then it's back to the old rotation. Although, maybe I should... Nah, I think I'm gonna do some more random streams. Been nice to change your pace from, you know, the standard 4. Anyways. I'm not sure who's online. You know what? I'm gonna go raid HC Justin. Wait. Stream manager. He's a funny guy. Part of Minecraft. He's also sleeping. Of course he is. I'll start a raid anyways. Have a good night. Go raid him. Oh. Follow if you want to follow. Join the Discord on Twitch. And I'll see you tomorrow with more ZED.